This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
I've been listening to The Wall a lot lately.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We just drove down River Road on the way here, and right over by our pal Pat Stack's house, they must be building something, but there's just a bunch of giant white bricks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Roger Waters is
Roger
coming.
Waters is coming.
Yeah, they're setting up a big fake wall.
Oh, man. I went to that
Yeah?
when he played The Wall. It was fucking
In
amazing.
Toronto?
No, he played it here.
You did it here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know these things. I
Yeah.
don't remember. Because I had a buddy who, like, anytime you brought up Pink Floyd, he would just talk about when they played in Toronto. And he was all fucked up, and then just, like, out of the middle of the thing, this giant tower started blowing up, and some crazy spectacle.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, because they do the giant puppet. I've seen all that shit at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, the giant puppet who's with the butthole mouth.
Yeah. Yep. The balloon nut?
Yeah. The giant teacher. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fucking really cool.
Yeah, we're going to do some shit like that.
Yeah.
I saw in Tops they have the giant. It's the Oogie Boogie Man from fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. You know how he's like he just looks like a big potato sack full of fucking goo, or he's full of like bugs and shit. I don't know, whatever. They have a giant green version of him at Tops when you walk in.
They do?
Yeah, I sent you and Pete the video.
Oh, that's right.
I'm like, hell yeah.
I sent you the
dude.
video.
That thing, it's like fucking, I don't know how tall that thing must be. I think it must be fucking, it's huge.
Right.
But it's green. We'd have to do something to it so we don't get sued by Tim Burton. Because that's his character.
Right.
I wonder how Tops is getting away with it. He must not know.
Yeah, he must not. They don't fucking come to small town fucking...
Tim Burton walks into Tops. He's like, what the hell?
That's mine.
These are my kids. It's my intellectual property, goddammit. Oh, man. Speaking of crazy Hollywood assholes, I've been looking into this dude named Don Simpson.
Yeah.
And any Cumtown fans of our podcast, just hear whatever those guys talk about 3 months later on our show. This dude named Don Simpson, who is Jerry Bruckheimer's partner, and they produced Top Gun and Flashdance and Beverly Hills Cop and shit.
Sure.
Like, dude, this guy is hilarious because he like grew up in Alaska, so he's all fucking weird, and he came down to Hollywood, like the true Hollywood excess story. Coke, hookers, massive plastic surgery.
Nice.
Anybody who wants to, I watched like a YouTube thing on him today. I'm like, this guy is just a fucking fireball of mess. But he just motherfucker made Top Gun.
Right.
Beverly Hills Cop. Come on. Like, he was just the quintessential, like, Hollywood 80s fucking guy.
Yeah.
And I would highly... And once again, like Elvis, like all the greats, died on the toilet.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
You know what started me on this?
What?
Is someone on the Sopranos Reddit. They reference him on the Sopranos. They're like... They talk about when one guy died taking a shit. One of the captains, CC or GG or whatever.
Whoa. Let's talk about captain's deaths here.
Yeah, okay. No. Yeah, one of the capos. Anyways, they're talking about guys who died taking a shit. And I think Sil says, like, Don something, the producer of The Simpsons. Which is hilarious because he's referencing Don Simpson, who had nothing to do with The Simpsons. It's just a guy named Don Simpson who died on the toilet.
Right.
From a lot of drugs.
Right.
So Google him, kids.
Yeah.
We thank you to everybody who came and had dinner with us at Milky's on Friday.
There you go.
That was fucking great, man. That was a really good show. We were curious going into it.
Sure,
That's the
yeah,
first time I've been in Buffalo in fucking how long?
Right.
Other than to like go up to Wegmans in fucking Amherst or something. Like been out like to go out in Buffalo.
Yeah, I've only been up there like twice now, I think, since this whole thing started.
It's weird. So, and it was good, man. Like, mad people came. We back capacity.
Yeah.
Back capacity again. And everybody was kind of felt like a jazz club because everyone was sitting down, but everybody was engaged to the show and into it and dancing. You know, one guy was dancing. Yeah. And I think his wife had told him to stop. It's funny. But, yeah, man, it was a fucking great night.
Cool.
Tip jar filled up.
Awesome.
Same night, our buddy Ryan and his band Grub in Orange Corner.
Yeah.
Who you saw play with Friendly Foes at the Jug a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
They played at Rapids. which sounded like it fucking went great.
Yeah, it sounded like it went really good.
And
I talked to him last night, and he said that they're doing some more stuff with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I hope so. Well, hey, how about this? Friendly Phoes at Rapids, December 5th.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's in the books.
Awesome.
Took us a minute to get a date that works with everybody. Friendly Phoes. We'll have some friends with us. Some friends you all know. I don't know exactly the specifics. 100% Friendly Phoes, December 5th at Rapids.
All right.
With who knows? Wait to see.
Grub's doing New Year's there now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
I know, right?
Because I was like, something's going to pop for New Year's.
Yep.
God
well, there you go.
it.
There you have it.
Because I was like trying to think of like trying to set up some New Year's shit somewhere, and I was like, someone's gonna, whoever gets the jump on it.
Yep.
And
they got the jump
and grub motherfuckers. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, we were gonna have, anyways. All right, so back to us. God damn it. December 5th, Phoes at Rapids, and that's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And they said we could talk about it, so we're talking.
We're talking.
We were gonna have Ryan on tonight on the show.
Yep.
But he got into a little hender bender.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that?
I got you what you're laying down there. So that sucks. I feel bad for him,
Yeah. Hope his car's okay.
Me too.
But now that, they're having such success, any sort of down thing that happens to him, I'm very happy about now. So when bad things happen to him, I'm like,
things are leveling out.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's not getting too fucking...
Now we're even.
Someone's got to be down here with me.
Well, you always got me, buddy.
Yeah, so there's some fun shit happening. How was the Bills? Have been killing it, right?
The Bills are 2-0.
Yeah, what happened? I went over to somewhere for the game, and it's like CBS, like shut the fuck out for a second.
Well, they had a couple hiccups with the broadcasting for some reason, and then they had a lightning delay also.
Yeah.
So the fucking game was all fucked up. Like we were catching parts and then missing parts, and then we pulled the truck up to the back and just fucking blasted it on the radio of the truck. Yeah, because
you couldn't get it on TV. Yeah.
We couldn't get it on TV, and like the one speaker wasn't reaching all the people, so we had to like put them away from each other.
Right.
So then the fucking speaker and the truck were off by like fucking 3 seconds. So they're like, shut the truck off. You guys are celebrating before us. So it was a fucking clusterfuck. But we had a really good time. And we had a pretty good crowd. A lot of people came out. People fucking ate more food than I've ever fucking seen. I was running my ass off because I was working and it was just me. And, like, I could barely keep up with the food orders, let alone the fucking booze.
Yeah.
Which is great. Which is exactly what we're looking for.
It's getting cold. People know they need to pack it on for the
winter.
winter.
I know. Everybody's fucking getting into bear mode.
Yeah, man.
So, but, we had a fucking wonderful time. And hopefully this Sunday again, come on down. We're doing fucking chowder, amongst other things. And
who are they playing this Sunday?
This Sunday is the Rams.
Oh, okay.
The newly formatted LA Rams, not the St. Louis Rams. So, I know you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but...
It's great. Good for them.
But, it's the LA Rams, and, we're looking to go 3-0, hopefully. And Josh Allen got NFL Player of the Week.
Cool.
Yeah, number one player in the NFL this week. He threw for over 400 yards, so that's very exciting. And 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He's the first Bill to ever do that, which is very impressive.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, man, that's great. It's like, just to let you rattle out numbers, and I'm like, everybody else is enjoying this,
right? Hey, man, I'm a statistician.
I like it when they win, man. I was like, we're watching, like diehard motherfucking Bills fans just going nuts last week when they were winning. And I'm like, anything that can make people do that is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
All right.
And, dude, when the Bills win, and it's just the same thing like when the Sabres win, shit like that, like, it's good for businesses all in this area.
Yeah.
Like, all of Western New York, revenue is up if the Bills are winning.
Wow.
So, keep fucking winning.
Yeah, so no pressure, guys.
No pressure from little old me, but fucking win.
Fucking win. My kids are hungry. They've started to eat each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. And people come out, gives people some shit to get into, stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
They were, we had a mole actually, thank God it was in Florida, because when the the station was shut down, somebody that I was with had a friend who was in the game.
Okay.
Who was like sending him updates.
Oh, all right.
Like as the TV was shut off.
Yeah, we have a friend that works for the Bills.
Oh shit.
So yeah. So I'm guessing that it's probably the same person, but I can't say for sure.
Yeah. I had a buddy who worked for the Yankees.
Ooh.
Yeah, he actually did pretty good. He was the guy who changed what were the suits used to be cotton. He changed them to polyester.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay.
I don't think so.
He got Steinbrenner hooked on calzones.
Okay. My buddy Tucker was in the bar last night, and he was telling me this story about he got to wear one of the Yankees championship rings from Joe Torre because the Irish tenor was at a Sabres game and was sitting right in front of him. And the Irish tenor does the national anthem for the Yankees and for the Sabres.
So
and Joe Torre gave him one of his fucking...
Damn.
I know. And he said it was like all duct taped inside and stuff because the
so
hole
fat.
on it was so fucking big.
Yeah.
So he had like all this duct tape on the inside of it so it would fit on his finger. And he's like, do you want to put it on? And he's like, yeah. He's like, it still didn't fit.
Yeah.
And my buddy Tucker's a big dude. Like he's like 6'2". Like
Joe Torre had some mitts on him, huh?
Well, he's a former catcher. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he's had a lot of broken fingers.
Fucking sausages.
Yeah.
That's hilarious to take this amazing, priceless piece of fucking jewelry and like put duct tape in the middle of it.
I know.
That's very much something I would do.
My buddy was like, dude, I have like $250,000 on my hand right now. This is so weird. He said he was shaking.
Yeah. That's cool as shit.
He's like, I had a nice buzz and I was still shaking. So that's when you know you're nervous.
Yeah. You're like, man, oh my God, this could go so differently. This kid, that's the Irish tenor. Huh? This is probably an old fella by now. Fucking pop him one with the ring and then fucking take off and go, I don't know, that guy's crazy.
He said he looked him up afterwards, and he's a former, he worked, like when he was in Ireland, he was in special forces and stuff like that. So he's like, if I would have tried anything, this dude would have ruined me.
Yeah. He's the type of guy who can confidently.
And he's a
hand
big
you a
dude.
ring,
He's like 6'5", like fucking, and thick. Like, he'd just fucking kill you in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. That's
But that was a pretty fucking cool story.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Makes me think of that Adam Sandler movie when he was like, that guy's just like, hold on. For Collateral, he gave him his ring. And he's like, yeah, totally. And like 30 seconds later, he walked next door and pawned it.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
I know. I just saw that actually recently.
Uncut Gems by the, I don't know how to say their last name. They did Good Time, too, with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I really liked that movie, and I really like Uncut Gems, and I don't know how to say these guys' fucking names.
Yeah.
Safdie?
The fatties?
I think it's S-A-D-F.
I'm sure they don't need our promotion.
S-A-F-D-I-E brothers. Safdie. Safdie? And whatever. They're good. Good shit. Good shit, that fucking movie.
Fucking Safdies.
So if one of you Safdie brothers is listening, let us know how to say your fucking name. You're never going to make it in
Give
this
us
business.
a call. You're never going to fucking do another movie if you don't call us and tell us how to say your name.
We are the fucking tunnel to show business.
We secretly control Hollywood.
Yeah, of course. You don't see any fucking rain delays during our shit. We didn't have a lightning out.
Nope, never.
The fucking Greek gods were just really... I get why, like, you know, people used to be very, into, like, that type of shit. Like, what else? What other explanation would you have? There's lightning bolts coming out of the fucking sky to ruin your thing. Like, the gods are pissed that we're playing this game.
Yeah.
We should stop.
We better stop.
Yeah. They've already unleashed the plague.
Yeah,
We're trying to pretend that's not happening.
So I want to give a shout out to the girls of 3E. You can go and get their products at You and Me on Center Street. I know I've said this before, but make sure you go and buy some of their stuff. Or come down to the Jug. We've got new stone jug candles that will make really good holiday gifts for people. So come down, get them from us, or if you want to get any of the other 3E products, any or their different scents or stuff like that.
3E.
Yep.
The number 3, the letter E.
Correct.
What are the E's? Is that like
It's the 3 girls.
E?
E.
I only know one of them. And there's an E in her name.
Mm-hmm. Where's E's and all their names?
All right, so they just found a common letter? Whatever, sure. You know, Hootie's been Blowfish. That guy's name is Hootie.
His name is not Hootie.
None of those guys are named Leonard Skinner. You can name your shit whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, that was their gym teacher.
Yeah, it was.
I know.
Yeah.
So, I don't think any of them excelled at sports. No.
But
anyway, come on down and get a candle. I just wanted to give a shout out to the 3 girls. I appreciate you guys coming down and bringing down the product and having a nice dinner with us last night.
And they're available at
You and
me. And both of us, when someone said, you were like, we were asking earlier, like, what's that store on Center Street?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fucking Angel to Apple or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, dude, that closed like 5 years ago. And you had to be told that by somebody else.
I did.
Dude, I walk down Center Street every single day.
Yeah?
With her. And we stop and look at the clothes if there's new stuff. And
right.
I don't look at the name of the place.
Oh, no?
No, I don't.
Well, you will now.
I guess, yeah. We look at the latest fall fashions. And we go, and I do a fashion police.
Well, Lee will definitely at least be like, we got to find you and me.
Yeah. Which one is you? Which one is
You know where it is?
It's past Apple Granny's on the right, heading out of town.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Oh, now you know where it is?
Yeah.
Spicy pickle.
Yes.
It's right by the Spicy Pickle.
Is it by the curtain place?
Yeah, between Hurton.
Is that Hurtin' for Curtains?
Yep.
Is the name of the place?
Yeah.
Can't fit for the
That's,
other
I mean, all right. I honestly, right now, we need curtains. Like, we have had 2 open.
You guys are hurting for curtains.
Well, we really are, dude. Like, we've had 2 just open, like, hey, what's up to my neighbors who see me walking and take a piss every night. But, like, we painted and we just haven't gotten the new curtains yet.
Right.
So we are hurting for curtains.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what a ridiculous name. I'm like, actually, what an appropriate name.
Yeah.
I'm in pain.
We actually kind of need them. So, yeah, I've got a gift over here for Eddie, too, from the girls that I got to give to him. I tried calling him, but he hasn't called me back yet. But I just wanted, if they're listening, I wanted them to know I'm on the case and I'm getting Eddie's gift.
Eddie's thing, yeah.
And then they're due to pour Eddie's eggnog candles on November 5th, I believe.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we'll have those candles in stock, too, for, again, great holiday gifts. So hopefully everybody will come down and get their fair share.
Yeah. Anybody in our lives who listens to this show is really not going to be surprised on Christmas. It's all going to be fucking friendly Phoes shirts and fucking candles.
Captain Jug of Thoughts shirts.
Yeah,
3 candles.
Yeah. Yeah, Merry Christmas. That's pretty cool. Eddie might have tried to call you back, but we don't know because your phone is on airplane mode.
That's correct, because Thurman doesn't let me keep my phone on during the show.
Your phone rings more than anybody else's phone. It's like fucking Wall Street.
I'm popular,
and we can't
man.
get
sorry.
a flow going. We get a flow going, and then it gets ruined by the fucking 8-piece orchestra sound thing, General Hospital theme song you have. And if anyone listening is like, man, those last shows have been great because the flow, we can keep flowing. Because we keep flowing.
Wow. It's all my phone's fault when we have a bad show.
Absolutely. 100%.
Well, here's something I got on my phone today. How to make hotdog pie.
Ugh. I was trying to lead
From hot dog.
Yeah.
Of course. The caption was, for any fuckers who think poutine is gross, here's how to make a nice hot dog pie.
So let me guess here. It's a pie crust.
No.
Oh. All right, then I'm out of ideas.
Right.
I thought it was just going to be a pie crust full of like hot dogs.
The whole outside of it is hot dogs cut in half and then in half the other way.
Okay.
So there's a rim
of
wieners.
Yeah. I wish you would have phrased it differently, but yeah.
And then the whole inside of it, I think, is the inside of hot dogs.
Which is what exactly?
No one knows.
Exactly.
No one knows that it's mystery meat.
Yeah.
And then you cover it with some nice ketchup and a little bit of mustard, and then you put a big scoop of relish right in the middle, so you only have it for the first bite of your hot dog pie.
So you're taking
and
you're
good to
cutting
go.
it in triangle slices.
Yes.
Like a pie. It's not like take a wiener and dip it in the thing.
No. This is full-on pie.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, hot dog pie. which could be a totally different thing too.
Yeah, it's the reason
as we all know.
Brought up the phone thing is because him and Slade Smitty apparently were trying to call in and they couldn't.
They tried to call last week and they were very pissed.
Every time we try to plug your phone in, it kind of sucks. So we have to call him back from my phone anyways.
I know, which I still don't understand.
I don't know.
It's not like either of us have fucking $1,000 phones.
No, not at all. But then I'm just telling Hot Dog, it's the one out of the 47 times the phone's gonna ring, it's gonna be you and Slade Smitty. The rest of the time, it's gonna be a bunch of other crazy.
Yeah, but if they're already on the phone, we won't even know.
You'll be patching in the whole town. Every time you get a call. We should do that. We should just have your phone plugged in, and every time you get a call, just so people know what a day in the life with you is.
Yeah.
It's like constantly.
Maybe they'll stop calling so much.
Yeah, this poor son of a bitch. It's just one after the other.
Yeah, seriously.
Every time we're here, your phone is one after the other. You're on the phone when we got here.
Yeah, I know.
It
doesn't end.
It doesn't end.
From the time I get up till the time I go to sleep, and sometimes in between. Like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, seriously, 7 messages and 3 missed calls. I'm like, what the fuck? I went to bed at 2 a.m. How could that be?
God, there is nothing better, and this probably shows like, why I don't have a winter spirit. But like, like people talk about like the anxiety of social media or whatever. Like when they look and they don't have a notification or they don't have a new message that like depresses them.
Yeah.
Dude, there's nothing better than like my email being like no new messages.
Yeah, it's my favorite day.
Oh, it's the best. When I see that little red thing, I'm like, fuck. Like I'm like, what is it? It could just be someone going, the video was cool. But I'm like, it's going to be someone asking me for something, or it's going to be someone putting me in a position, and I'm like, fuck. Right. God damn it. And it just scares me.
Yeah.
But I guess the TikTok kids have like a different view on that, because if they see an empty mailbox, they get all depressed.
I know, that's what I hear. But man, it's I don't know. It's been a long time since this happened, but if I don't get any phone calls or texts all day, oh my God, it's the best day ever.
Yeah.
Like I can just do whatever I want. Everything's silent. I can actually watch a whole movie if I want to, which I'd probably fall asleep during, but whatever.
You get a nice nap. Yeah.
Cat nap.
And then you try to text somebody and it doesn't go through. And then you realize that something fucked up with your plan. You realize people have been trying to get a hold of you.
Oh, my phone's off. That's why.
There's just a panic. There's a fucking search party for you.
Yeah.
You're just like,
is anybody talking to Captain today?
I never took it off airplane mode.
That's not a bad plan.
That's how shit used to be, man. We didn't always have this. It's amazing how fucking just horribly dependent we've become on a technology that's only existed for like 10 years.
I know.
Back in the day, guy used to go out in the woods to go hunting. He just might have just been gone. You don't know if he died or just moved to a new place, or we don't know.
No.
Every time somebody left your field of vision, they might have just been gone forever. Yeah. And now it's like immediately text them and get a location.
Yeah.
Or
where are they?
Yeah.
Can you drop a pin on them?
Drop a pin on them. Follow them. Dude, there is as much as like we're talking all that shit is weird, Google Earth is the fucking greatest thing in the world, and I always talk about it. But you can go into Jimi Hendrix's fucking old bedroom in London.
Oh yeah,
there's like a museum where they have like the bedroom set up like the way it was, and you can just like hit the little pin, and it drops you, and you're virtually staying. Now that we can't travel or go anywhere,
yeah,
and I'm fucking itching, dude. Like I follow all this travel shit. We used to travel a lot. Like I want to go somewhere. I want to go to a goddamn hotel. I want to fly somewhere. Even if we don't go to like anywhere special, let's just take a flight somewhere, stay a night, and come back just for the traveling of it. I need it.
Speaking of which, I did just book my cabin it's booked. It's official. I am going to the Smoky Mountains for Thanksgiving.
Yes, for the you guys are gonna have your hotdog pie.
Yeah, we're gonna have hotdog pie, and Slade Smitty will be there, and hot dog. So we're gonna finally have official confirmation that they are 2 separate people.
And I'm just going to call you every 30 seconds while you guys are having
I won't have any reception up in the mountains.
God damn it.
God damn it.
One perfect place to do a show. Son of a bitch.
So yeah, I'm pumped. And I talked to my buddy Rinker. Shout out to Rink. Hey buddy. He's been listening to the show down in the Carolinas, and he's going to meet us. He's only like a half hour from where we're staying. Nice.
We're building a good southern base. I like that.
Yeah, I know.
So when shit goes down,
Well, we got to have both sides on our side. So, yeah, I'm pumped, man. I'm going to get to see all my boys from down there. And I'll be quarantining the whole time because I'm going to be in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, dude.
So, everything's safe.
Nothing bad's ever happened at a cabin in the woods.
No, I'm not
There's
worried.
never been a movie or a whole string of movies. Bunch of crazy kids going out partying in a cabin.
Well, I wouldn't call us kids anymore.
They should do a horror movie. It's always like horny teenagers where it's like married couples. They're just fucking arguing.
A bunch of 40-year-olds?
Yeah. And like fucking Michael Myers is just sitting there listening, like in the other room waiting for him to go to bed, but they're just arguing about something he said at dinner.
Yeah.
I didn't want anyone to know that. Okay? I didn't want any people to judge because people judge. You know, people, they don't need to know everything. And
then they never get killed because
sitting
he's
there with a knife, like waiting for him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And it just goes all night.
And then he falls asleep.
And he ends up falling asleep. And everybody wakes up and they just find this weird guy here.
What the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Look, the axe murderer fell asleep.
Yeah.
We must have argued for too long last night, honey.
Yeah.
Handcuff him to the door.
Oh, man. Dude, did you see that? What was that one movie with Carla Gugino where she gets fucking handcuffed to the bed and then the guy dies?
What?
Gerald's, not Dante's Peak. Gerald's Game. It's a Stephen King book.
Okay.
But it's this couple, and they go out to this retreat, and they have to save their fucking marriage, and he tries to get all kinky, so he handcuffs her to the bed, but he's taking Viagra, and then he has a heart attack.
Oh, shit.
She's, like, handcuffed to the bed, like, in the fucking middle of nowhere.
Oh,
so
nice.
don't get in any of that weird kinky shit with hot dogs.
Well, then what
going on.
happens? That's a
lot of weird shit happens. She's stuck there for days, and she, like, starts going crazy. There's, like, a wolf or a dog or something that starts eating. I don't want to spoil it, but fucking...
eating her?
You'll have to watch to find out.
I don't watch movies like that.
All right. Well, doesn't she get out somehow? the fucking dog starts eating her husband. They found like a stray dog, and then it comes in the house, and she thinks it's somebody, and she's like, "Hello!" And then it starts. She's handcuffed to the bed, watching this thing eat her husband's face.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But then she starts having like hallucinations because she's there for days with like no water, no food, or anything.
Nice.
She didn't shit in that bed, did she?
Shit in the
They
bed?
didn't show it in the movie. That kind of would have ruined it.
What? She shit the bed?
I know she didn't in the movie. They didn't show it at least, but I'm assuming. How else were you gonna figure that out?
I don't know. How are you going to shit the bed if you don't have any food or water?
That's true. I don't know, man.
There's nothing to come out.
The dog definitely took a shit because it ate the guy.
Well, I'm sure the dog shit a bunch of times.
I think she was. Did she almost eat the guy? Am I remembering this wrong? I think she was so hungry she thought she was trying to she was gonna eat some of the guy too. And then she has some shit where she ends up getting she like breaks the fucking bed or something. I can't remember. How does she get out?
She chews her arm off?
She gets her arm out. Oh, yeah. Pulls her skin off like a fucking glove.
Yeah, see, these aren't movies that I watch.
And then isn't that like, it was at one of those ones
And then
where
the dog attacks her because he smells the blood?
Yeah. And a fucking bear shows up. And then Pete kills the bear.
Right. And then Pete comes in and saves the day and gets the girl.
Was it one of those endings where like you think she gets away, but then like it turns out to be a hallucination she's having?
No, she gets away.
She gets away for real? All right.
She gets all the way away?
I guess for now.
The dog doesn't attack her at all?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. That would certainly soured that trip. I hope nothing like that happens to you guys.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. I hope not to.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I hope Hot Dog gets handcuffed to a bed and then a dog eats you.
Well, I bet Hot Dog hopes he gets attacked. I think that Hot Dog probably would like getting
I'm saying.
tied up to the bed.
Establish a safe word. Have the key within reach of whoever is locked up. Have a universal key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll hear him screaming from the other room.
Yeah, the movie was fucked up.
Sounds pretty fucked up.
This is a Stephen King movie.
Yeah,
No, it's a Stephen King book. They made it into the movie.
Right.
But, like, does he have a wife? Stephen King have a wife?
Oh.
Tabitha? How long has she been with him? She ever seen The Shining?
Tabitha Queen?
Yeah. Is his son named Prince? See where we're going with this?
It's gotta be.
Has she ever, like, seen The Shining or read any of his stuff that is just about, like... A guy chasing his wife around with an axe. She's ever like, hey.
She's into it.
Yeah.
She's like, that shit's kinky.
Yeah.
She's a writer too.
Oh, she's a writer too. And all of hers are about a fucking limp dick husband fucking spends all his time in a typewriter. They're just fighting through their work for the last 40 years.
Yeah, it makes them both better writers.
Yeah.
Or either that or she writes romance novels.
Married in 71.
Married in 71. So she went through all the shit because he was like a crazy.
Wow, married in 71.
When did he write Cujo? Because like he claims he doesn't even remember writing Cujo. Or Carrie, or like one of those. I think it was Cujo. Like he was just a fucking blackout drunk.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just did blow and just wrote about a fucking killer car. And then, like, just made millions.
That was
and millions
Christine.
of dollars. Christine was Cujo was the dog. Christine was the car.
Yeah.
Carrie was the girl.
Right.
And he's just working. We're only in the C's.
Yeah, we're only in the C's.
This guy wrote a lot of fucking books.
He wrote a lot of fucking books.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah. But I mean, with the new one? He did a Shining, kind of a sequel to The Shining about Danny all grown up. But it's one of those things where it's like I don't even want to touch it. I don't even want to go near it. There's a Fight Club 2 comic book.
There is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. The same guy wrote it, but it's like, it's a comic book. It's a little goofier.
Right.
But it's like that shit where, like, I'm worried about this fucking Sopranos prequel as much as I'm gonna watch it probably 1,000 times the day.
You sure will.
Out. But like, you're petting the sacred cow, yo.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they got Gandolfini's son to play Tony, which I think is the only.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
wow.
It's the only appropriate thing.
Yeah.
Anything
Does he look
else,
like him?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can definitely see it.
All right.
And it's his son. And it's like, dude, that's the only move they could have made.
Yeah.
It's like if they just got some rando dude in there. Man, Darth Vader was the baddest motherfucker in the universe until fucking Hayden Christensen showed up. And now everyone's like, yeah, we all know there's some whiny little bitch behind the suit. So you go fuck that shit up, man. You can't fuck up Tony Soprano and it'd be like a little bitch when he was like a teenager or something. It's like
Right.
his son playing him, that's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
it
poetic.
is. Yeah.
Goddamn COVID has that shit pushed back to 2021.
That's only next year.
Fucking far away the last episode of this show feels. It's a long time. It was supposed to be out already. I should be watching it right now.
Yeah, right?
God damn it. All right. Captain's Jug of Thoughts. We're going to take a break, but you're going to hear us again in about 10 seconds.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Oh, shit. It's a little sneak peek.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to hear it in the headphones. It'll never be done. Good art, that's what they say, is good art is never finished, it's just abandoned. You could tweak and move and change everything over and over and over again, and it'll just never be done. You can listen to the mixes on every different fucking piece of speakers you can find. And it's always going to sound different, and it's then always going to sound fucked up. You just have to let it go. That shit'll drive you fucking crazy.
Sure will.
Yeah. But, so Friendly Phoes album. Coming for real, though. Coming out soon. I know we were saying that, but then, some shit kind of like, I was like, man, we're making an album while everything shut down.
Yeah.
And then when, they opened up, like, outdoor dining and stuff, I was like, okay, hold on. Whoa, slow down. Still got a couple tracks to fucking pump out here. Como. Fucking still got some vocal tracks to lay down.
Yeah. Can I have a couple more weeks?
Yeah, I'm not ready yet. But, yeah. All right. And I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to disappear. I'm going to go to Bali and write my memoirs or something.
There you go.
Done with all this shit.
You can come stay at the camp with us.
We already know what's going to happen down there. Handcuffs, dogs, all sorts of craziness.
That's all right. Your memoirs will be written, and everyone will know what happened.
Yeah, this is exactly like that Stephen King book. But instead of some lady and her husband, it's just a bunch of dudes. Yeah. So you had something you said before? Facebook story, something?
Yeah, so I was reminded of this story the other day. It's fucking really funny. I don't have a fucking clue how. Well, I have an idea of how this happened. One of my friends, who is still one of my friends, like, friended me on Facebook this one day. Well, his account had gotten hacked, which hacked my account. Ooh. So, like, as everyone out there knows who knows me, I don't ever fucking post anything. No. And I mean anything.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just don't. It's not my style. Like, I get all my shit out on this show. I don't need to fucking share it, like, out there.
Which gets posted if you're on Facebook, and we post these shows to the Captain's Jug of Thoughts page.
Well, yeah, I know.
But I think most people just subscribe because they don't want to deal with that shit either.
Right.
Like we said, like Pete said it with Friendly Foes too. He's like, dude, we'll put up a post and it gets like 3 likes, and then we play a show and 200 people show up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because most people are like, yeah, dude, that shit sucks, especially during an election year. Get the fuck out of here. I want nothing to do with that world.
So I wake up this one day and I have all these fucking text messages, which is not completely unusual, but this day, like, everyone was like, fucking seriously, Hardin? Wow, that's fucking really weird. You're a fucking weirdo. Like, all this shit, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, you know? So, one of them is from Stanek, and I'm like, and he's like, seriously, dude? Like, that's fucking hilarious. And then he calls me, like, right away, and he's like, dude, he's like, I didn't fucking know that you were into Brad and Angelina that much. And I go, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, fucking, your first post ever is like that you're devastated that Brad and Angelina broke up. Me, of all people.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds right up my alley. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, have you been on your fucking Facebook page? And I'm like, no. Like, I don't go on it that much even. And he's like, go on it. And it's like, it's been hacked.
Yeah.
And it's like these pictures of Brad and Angelina and like how I'm just crushed that they fucking are breaking up.
That's so funny. That's a great hack.
I know. I'm like, dude, I'm like, if this is somebody that knew me and they did this, like, that is really good. Like, you are hilarious.
Yeah, like they just looked at like, oh, this dude, like, he's a dude. He probably saw some pictures that like other people posted of you, and like, you know, they just see you as just like a dude. Like, all right, what would be the funniest angle?
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
It's hilarious. I'm like, well, man, if you ever wanted to play a prank on me, you got me there.
I would have just rolled with it. I would have been like, I was so happy for him after the whole Jennifer Aniston thing. He was down, you know, and he got up, and they seemed like such a strong Hollywood power couple.
Yeah,
you know, it's just a goddamn shame.
I know.
I would have rolled with it.
I was devastated, I gotta tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not, that's hilarious.
Yeah, BrAngelina all the way.
Any other hackings? I've gotten, occasionally, I'll get like a random ass text message that's from like a number that's not enough numbers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it said like, one thing was like, oh, parcel, like USPS parcel we have like arrived for you.
Oh yeah, I get those all the time.
I'm always ordering nefarious shit online. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm always ordering goofy inflatable fucking balls from China that you all dance on now.
Right.
So I thought, I was like, oh, this is probably for the fucking bouncy balls or something.
Yeah.
And I just clicked the thing, and it was a link that went to like nothing. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
And then one of them, I specifically, my phone used to have when you get a text message, it would give you the preview of the message.
Yeah.
I specifically took that off because I got one that was like, hey, sexy. And it was like the same thing with a link. It was from the same number.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, I'm not really worried about Lee because like she knows like that's hilarious.
Yeah,
and, like,
sure.
I'm worried about like sitting next to somebody else.
Yeah.
And they just look down and it's just like, hey, stud, like you want me to send
like
you
me.
pics? Yeah. Click this link and I'll send you pics. And
Thurman, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like, damn, dude. Ain't got enough to eat at home there, fella?
Oh, here's another one, too, that just happened this week. I think I have no idea who it is or whatever. Someone was trying to catfish me, though.
Really?
Yeah, someone, like, friended me on Instagram, and we had, like, a couple of the same mutual friends, and I was like, I don't know this fucking chick, but I accepted it because we had mutual friends, you know? And then all of a sudden, she just starts messaging me like crazy.
Yeah?
And I'm like, she's like, where are you? Where do you live? Who are you? Like, I'm like, who the fuck is this?
It's probably that crazy tit girl from before.
Oh, maybe.
It sounds like her style. Just being like, where
So
are you?
I started. I just ignored.
You're a fucking radio star now, dude.
Yeah,
You're gonna
okay.
get this shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get this shit. Everybody go find Harden on Instagram.
No, do not.
Go fucking start popping his shit off. Send him your titties.
Yeah. Well, if you want to do that, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
But yeah.
And I'm like, hey, man, those are show titties. Those belong to both of us.
those are for both of us. But yeah.
Yeah, dude,
you
get this shit all, especially posting like a lot of music stuff. You always get like, hey, fucking, we are so excited to share tracks exactly like yours. Like for the podcast, even on SoundCloud, it's constant. If I go on there right now, the inbox is full of like people like, hey, we love the sound to your track. And then it's episode 59 dash. It's exactly like it's an algorithm that just copies and pastes whatever you named your episode.
Right.
Like, and they're like, oh, I love the sound. It's got a great groove. I'm like, really? That hour-long talk show had a great groove to it? You fucking try a little bit, you robot. Like,
Yeah.
you get a lot of that shit, and I feel bad for friends of mine who are just like, oh, dude, there's like this producer who wants to fucking hook up with us. And I'm like, that's 100% bullshit.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be cynical, but that's the fucking truth. Like, unless you're really having like an actual conversation with a guy, you're talking to like a fucking Autobot thing.
Yep, exactly. But speaking of which, real people that have messaged the show, shout out to Woodsy. Thanks for messaging in on the show. Thanks for saying what a great time that everybody had from the golf tournament last weekend that came down. And, we had a great time at the Jug. And we got some new followers, too, through it. So I just wanted to say thanks to all you guys for coming out, having a good time at the Jug, supporting the Jug. And hopefully we can do it every year from here on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf tournament kept going. Soccer tournament got canceled. Did we talk about that guy who was from the soccer tournament who was at
eBay?
No. Was it Day of the Dead? Yeah, it was Day of the Dead.
Okay.
So like late night. Remember we were up in the office and then we got a call that we had to come downstairs and handle the situation.
Yeah, I sure do.
It was that night. This guy had nothing to do with it.
Right.
So like it was pretty much dead. Everybody had gone and this guy was just hanging out with us, and he was just sitting at our table. He was there by himself. He came down for the golf tournament, like he does, or not golf, soccer tournament that they were supposed to have.
From, like,
that got
Argentina
canceled.
or whatever?
Yeah, that got canceled.
Yeah.
Well, that dude, was he from Argentina?
I think originally.
Yeah,
but he
like,
lived in like Vegas now or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm from Las Vegas.
Yeah. You don't sound like you're from Vegas.
Traditional Vegas accent. But it was just funny that like during like the chaos that no, not chaos, during the oddities that ensued that night, that it was all like me, Lee, and a couple of our friends who we hang out with all the time anyways, and then like this dude.
Yeah, that dude, and then the flip flop to the face.
Yeah, and it was a wacky night, and it was just funny like to have just that one random dude there,
right?
Who like just had no, like, this is just one experience of the Jug.
Yeah,
is like we came in with all the inflatables and played crazy ass music for 5 hours.
Yeah, well, if he really lives in Vegas, I'm sure it was nothing that he hasn't seen before.
Yeah, that's true. Probably, they don't know how to do it up there.
Nah, these guys are okay. They're learning.
Yeah. It was a pretty tame night.
Yeah.
And for us, we're like, that was crazy.
It was kind of a crazy night. And it was a fucking fun night, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember why I got on that.
I don't know. So the next 2 Saturdays, we've got really good dinner specials that everybody should come out for. We're going to be serving food from like 6 p.m. to like 11 p.m. The next 2 Saturdays in a row. So that's the 26th and the 3rd.
The 26th. 3 courses on the 26th.
Yep.
I'll be there for that one.
And
with my bib on, ready to go.
Hell yeah. I think that you'll be at the next one too. Eating anyway. So
not cooking.
Probably not cooking, but yeah, Thurman's going to help us cook on the 26th.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be a food critic on the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was your brain hurting?
Yes, I hate this. I'm trying to figure out which one are you?
The crew.
Lee's the waitress.
The crew.
The crew. Yeah. Yeah, so just come out for dinner, man.
Yeah, come out for dinner. It's going to be really fun. Promise to have a great time.
Yeah,
And,
well, let's get it in while we can. Get it while it's hot.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Dinner's about to be cold.
Yeah, we're gonna be serving 3 courses, and it's a 5-hour meal. So fuck.
Yeah, dude.
How can you go wrong?
Wear your stretchy pants.
Definitely. So yeah, good things still happening down here at the Jug, you know, and we're playing outside as long as we can.
What about that thing about the guy you were gonna do the interview with? Is that happening? The guy in the channel?
Oh yeah, I don't know. He hasn't gotten back to me still.
Oh, dude, if we don't want to talk about that, we don't have to. I'll cut it out, but we can.
I mean, I don't fucking care, you know. Al Vaughters was supposed to come down from Channel 4 News and fucking interview me for how we're making it happen down here, but I haven't heard back from him. But
What's his name? Al Vaughters?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I haven't had cable in a long time. I have no idea who that is. You're like, you know who wants to do an interview? And I thought you meant on this show. You're like, Al Vaughters. I'm like, sure. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
bring him on.
All right,
I'm like,
yeah.
not on our show.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying if you do his show, he's got to do our show.
Well, he might want to do our show.
I think he should.
Maybe people like you would know his name then.
Yeah, man. Come on, dude. There's a whole base of like just like weird basement stoners like me,
Right.
who you need to reach out to.
Exactly.
All right. Dan Rather. That's the last guy I know.
Dan Rather. Irv Weinstein.
Yeah. Who was the guy who took his glasses off when JFK got shot?
Oh, Jesus.
Walter Cronkite.
Walter Cronkite.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but that would be cool as shit. It'd be helpful for the Jug. It'd be helpful for everything at the Jug.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see if it happens. You know, I mean, he called me on my phone, and he said this is a story that isn't going to go away.
He's
So
tried to call back, and your phone is on airplane mode. 'Cause
Probably.
I made you do it. I ruined it.
probably.
Al, come back. Blame it all on me. I'm sorry.
You know, I call you all the time, and your phone is off. I usually can only call on Wednesdays though after 6.
Yeah, bro. We're doing a bigger show.
We're a little bigger than Channel 4 News. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know if you've heard of a guy named Slade Smitty.
Oh, you haven't, huh? Well, you better start doing your homework.
Yeah, he's our sort of like Tucker Carlson, you know? He's kind of our flagship.
Right. You don't have guys on your show named Hot Dog.
No, you don't. Yeah, there's always, you know, stuff like that. Like, I remember when they were doing the art park thing, and then they passed out a note to everybody who lived in the towns that we weren't allowed to charge, because we used to just charge $5 to park at our house on
Yeah.
the lawn and
Right.
make some money. And then they said we couldn't, and I'm like, you know what, that's fine, because I'm sick of dealing with these fucking drunks anyways. And a girl I know who worked for like Spectrum News or something was like, I'm going to come interview you. I'm all over this story. And she was all about it. You want to do an interview? I was like, yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. Absolutely.
Sure.
And then, yeah, never heard. You know, I'm sure they're journalists. They chasing a lot of leads.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
But shout out to Al, dude. Come on down, man.
Yeah,
We're
come on
cool.
down.
We're cool. I did get interviewed in Japan.
For being the tallest man.
Yeah. Okay. There was a moment in my life. Well, dude, like at night in downtown Tokyo, the crosswalk is literally 300 people like waiting for the thing to change so we could walk across. And I'm looking over this crowd. You know, it's sort of like I'm wading in the water, like up to my shoulders. And I'm looking around this crowd, and then I look, and like way the fuck over there is just one black dude, and we were both like a little higher than the normal size of the crowd.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We both were like, "What's up?" Like, you ain't from around here either.
You didn't grow up here, did you?
No, assuming neither one of us are locals. Yeah, but we bonded. But what the fuck was that? There was like some fucking chick with a TV show with a camera, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to be interviewed for the show?" And I was like, "Hey, yeah." And like, if you fucking sat in, what is the square? The most famous intersection. Yeah, I don't want to say it wrong. The most famous intersection on the planet is like this place in Times Square.
It was for the Super Terrific Happy Show?
Yeah, it was something. I don't know, man. It was that the Chris Farley bit?
No, Seinfeld.
Oh, it's Seinfeld?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember the Chris Farley one on SNL when he was on like a Japanese game show.
Oh, yeah.
And he couldn't understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
And, like the punishments were like they were going to cut a finger off. And he's like, "There's been a misunderstanding." And Mike Myers is the host.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, I
goddamn,
remember.
that was the funniest one.
Oh, it's fucking great.
Oh my god.
I think there's been a misunderstanding.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. They were just interviewing me, and they were talking about Japan. Obviously, I'm not from there, so they wanted my perspective on it. And I immediately, the two things I talked about were the toilets and pornography.
Okay.
Because the toilets there, like, dude, if you go into like a fucking grocery store or you go into a fucking gas station, you use the toilet, it's like a heated seat with a bidet and like a whole control panel on the side. I'm sure I've said this before. It's like a thing. Like in like the 7-Eleven, like there was like, you know, because like we were walking around the city all day, you had to find places to take piss. And then like the 7-Eleven would be like this fucking luxurious toilet seat, which had like a noise, like a flush noise.
Yeah.
I guess if you wanted to cover your bodily sounds, whatever the fuck. But I'm like, man, or a public toilet, like in the park, like, you know, in Art Park, they have the little huts with the toilet.
Yeah.
It's a hole in the ground with the two railings.
Right.
And that's it. I'm like, man, really two extremes. Like,
Those are two real big
a
extremes.
fucking throne or just like a pipe in the ground and it's like just shit into this pipe.
Where does it go?
It's like a little toilet thing. It almost looks like a thing you'd like wash your shoe in or something. Like you put your shoe in and you hit the fucking thing and it flushes. It washes your shoe. Sure, I think it'd work. It's like that. It's like just this little ceramic fucking pit. You know
Sounds like
I mean?
that's how you get shit on your shoe, not off it.
Yeah, exactly. But fucking, yeah, so I discussed that with this interview lady. Which, like, if you ever watch a travel show, everyone just says the same corny shit over and over again. And I was just being honest. I'm like, that's first things that sticks out is that the extremes in your toilet situation. It's either like an electronic masterpiece, like made by Mitsubishi, or it's a fucking hole in the ground. I've been washing my shoes in these all week. And then like they talked about we were walking in and out of all these stores, and like you'd walk into a store that seemed like it was like a comic book shop. And I have some issues of Batman that are in Spanish. Like I've bought comic books from like different countries we've traveled to. I think that's kind of a cool thing to have. And I was like, I want fucking Batman, you know, Death in the Family, but it's in Japanese.
Yeah.
Just for the collection.
Sure.
So you go into these places that appear to be comic book stores, and then you start looking closer at all the things, and you're like, oh, these are all cartoons fucking each other. like
Oh yeah, what is that
graphically.
called?
Hentai is one of them, but there's like a whole subsect of it, dude. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. There's a bunch of different
I
kinds.
forgot that was a thing.
I'm sure that I just said hentai. Someone's like, no, it's not. It's a different thing. Like, it's like Star Trek, Star Wars shit to them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you get it wrong, they'll get fucking mad. But, like, yeah, dude, I was like, I'm still in this interview after I finished my toilet bit. I'm like, you know, in America, there's a thick line between animation and pornography. You guys just put them right together. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these stores look like kids. Like, I'd bring a kid in there. And then it's like, then it's like a lady fucking a dragon. And it's just crazy, man. I'm just saying, you know, it's different. And they're like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, you're going to use this, right? They're like, sure. And like, I fucking signed a release and shit.
There's no way they fucking use that.
Dude, it might be somewhere. Somebody go fucking scour, like 2014-ish. Go scour the fucking Japanese like airwaves for some travel show where they interview some like way too drunk for that early in the day guy talking about toilets and porn.
I'm sure it's in a basement somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That'd be fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny when like, you know, Fish does a festival and the local news does it, and like the girl will give her name is Susie Greenberg.
Yeah.
When we flew out, we were at the airport sometime. I've heard that at the airport a couple times after like Fish shows.
Right.
Where you look around and you see everybody like on your flight is wearing the shirt from the show.
Yep.
Everyone's just like a little hungover, nodding at each other. It really is like Fight Club. Like, we all have black eyes and we just nod at each other.
Yeah.
Because we got the shit kicked out of us last night.
Right.
But, you know, it's like that. Have fun with the news. O&A used to do Assault on the Media, which was a great thing until somebody blew an air horn into a guy's ear and made him like half deaf. And then they had to stop. My asshole always ruins it.
I know. Gotta take it to the extreme.
Yeah. So I think this Al fella should come down and do an interview with you.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely should.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. But, you know, I don't know. It's, I don't know if it's going to happen.
I told that whole Japanese story to like let you know, like I'm a bit of a TV veteran too there, Al. You know, we both are men of journalistic integrity.
Right.
You know, of the same ilk. If you've heard of my reporting on the toilets of Japan.
He probably hadn't heard of that. That's probably why he hasn't called back yet.
Yeah.
Now he knows.
Yeah. Vice hasn't called back either.
So, well, We're getting the word out there anyway.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's why we got this show.
Right.
If anyone's still here.
They're there.
They are. It's weird, man. The numbers keep going up, and I keep going out in the world, and people keep bringing it up to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not just sitting in there. Like, I'm just trying to make you and Lee laugh, really. Because you're in front of me. I can't see anybody.
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, people, is like, Lee and Chris have like really fucking weird senses of humor. So I have to say all this fucked up shit. That's not my style. I don't go for that. I don't work blue. They laugh. All that OJ stuff, that's not my thing. They just love it, So I'm trying to make them laugh. And
It's true. I do
gross.
love it.
It's gross. I'm more of a Christian comedy guy. I like Jeff Dunham.
I'm the dirty fuck. I got a warped sense of humor, a warped mind in pretty much every way.
So this chick from Instagram's like, which one's Captain? I'm confused because I fucking sent this guy messages and he didn't seem like a warped fuck at all. He just ghosted me.
He barely even liked my titties.
Yeah. You ever fuck with like Tinder or any of that shit? It seems like you just use Facebook as your Tinder.
Yeah, I kind of do. It seems like
Is that a boomer
you know
move?
you know me all too well.
I think that might be a boomer move.
Yeah?
Yeah, I never had fucking Tinder. I was out of the game as soon as that shit started coming in. I couldn't fucking believe it. The first time a friend of mine, I was like, you met a lady on the internet?
Yeah.
And you had sex with her? Are you out of your mind?
I did it a couple times in Florida.
You're going to get fucking murdered.
Yeah, I did it a few times in Florida, and it worked quite well.
Yeah?
Yeah, but there's
Florida
fucking
Tinder.
Florida Tinder's where it's at, man.
That's a whole show right there.
It is.
That's got to be an Instagram account, Florida Tinder.
Yeah. So on next week's episode.
Yeah. We're gonna fucking let's fucking make Slade Smitty. Is he? He's got a kid. He's probably gonna get.
I got a bunch of dirty pictures of those chicks too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll put them up
I don't know. That's now this is illegal.
without their faces.
What do you mean revenge porn? I'm not mad at you. It's not revenge. It's celebratory.
You might have to see my cock a little.
I was thinking of like a fake name that we could put up. And we did discuss the game Zonk a while back.
You know who's got an old Zonk board?
Who?
Slingin' Sammy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I know.
I'm going to have to fucking get him to ship that shit down or fax it or something. Can you fax it?
You got a fax machine?
Copy? Yeah. I don't understand. It's like a flat board.
Yeah.
There's no like big things on it. Yeah, dude, just have him photocopy that shit.
It's usually just a giant piece of like construction paper.
Right.
But yeah.
Does the name Cuff ring a bell?
No. What's this?
We got a comment on the Zonk episode, and it said Cuff here.
Yeah.
And it was from our friend Kevin.
Uh-huh.
You remember? Maybe he played Zonk. Maybe this is a different Zonk crew.
Maybe.
I don't know. It said Cuff here.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's his fucking Zonk name.
I'm assuming it is too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You're supposed to be the goddamn grand wizard of this whole party. Figured you would know who Cuff was.
Who's it from?
Kevin Gibbs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah, it's Cuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, did we figure out what Sam's was? I want everybody's Zonk names.
Sam's is Shaggy.
Shaggy?
Yeah.
All right, we'll make one called fucking Ho-Ho. We'll make a Tinder called Ho-Ho, and we'll put it out to all these Florida chicks. We need to, like, create a person, much like Hotdog did with Slade Smitty. And we need to create a fake person and put it out there to get all these, fucking Florida chicks to fucking respond to us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the name, it's going to be my Zonk name, Ho-Ho. Ho-Ho seems like it would drag all the hoes right in. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Sounds like a duck call.
Yeah. It worked my whole life.
Can my Zonk name be Giant Pile of Money?
Moneybags McGee.
Yeah, God damn it. Moneybags McGee's going to have a good one.
He's going to have a good one.
Zonk name just comes to you. Yeah. It's a duffel bag full of fucking cash.
Yeah. Hockey bag full.
Yeah.
That's an extremely large duffel bag. You got to fit hockey sticks in there.
You know, put the stick in the bag.
Sure, you can.
Yeah, you can. You can get a little sleeve for it. I've been using scuba diving gear for all of our musicians. Yeah, that's true. God damn it, dude. I really think like there is like I played hockey when I was a kid. And
ice hockey?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
Thurman.
old fella. Dude, I used to play fucking floor hockey at the Red Brick Here.
I didn't know you played sports.
For a bit. Hockey players got to get up too fucking early, dude. And it's too much shit to bring. But I was really thinking of this, like, recently, where I'm like, it's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm packing this bag. And then after a gig one night, I'm like, that's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm packing this bag. Like,
It's the other end, though.
Yeah, I guess. It's just like, you're going home. Like, there really is a correlation between, like, packing up the gear and, you know what I mean? Like, loading up the fucking car.
Right.
And, you know, running drills, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, but,
He's half Canadian. Canadian.
Yeah, you're going to want that half when this fucking America, I don't know if you read the news, Toots. This party's fucking almost over, man. The punch bowl's almost empty. These people are getting restless. We're going to want that half of Canada. Part of me is with you. Please let me in. Hey. Let's go in, play a bunch of hip songs. They'll love it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Anything else we got to let the people know?
No, I think that we got to everything this week. I gave all my shout outs to everybody. I think we're going to have a special guest next week.
Yeah.
You all might know him. His brother got hit by a plane.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned and we'll have a good one for you.
All right. Captain's Jug of Thoughts. We'll see you next time.
All right.